Ate Fe, what's up? Happy Monday. We're just setting up the stream, ah. Mabilis lang. Set up, set up. Oops, wrong. This one. So while we're setting up this stream, I would just like to remind everyone that we are also cross-posted on the pages of Darmoning, JC Gaming, Servin, and Team LKV. So please check out their pages as well on Facebook and support them. And speaking of Facebook, of course, we'll have a poll on that platform, and the poll question will be related to our destination, which is Belem, Brazil. So that's Belem. Is it Belem or Belem, Brazil? I wasn't able to check for the pronunciation, but anyway. Let me just... There. And of course, let's set up the poll for this video. For this stream, rather. Video. Yeah, let me just edit this. Activate this, rather. Okay, there. So if you are on Facebook, the poll question is, in which state in Brazil is Belem located? So two choices, is it Para or is it Taera? Again, if you are on Facebook, you can go ahead and cast your votes later at the end of the stream. We will reveal the answer with the most number of votes. Okay, so let me just share our stream rather, and then we'll go ahead and start our stream after this. Okay, I think we're good. Are we good? Wait, let me just check, just to be sure. What happened? Aren't we live? We're live, right? There. But we're not live. Alright, let me just go ahead and share the stream real quick. What's up? The Oblivious Gamer is in the house. What's up? Support din natin yan, mga Beshiewap. Ewan ko sa'yo, Umag. Yan, support din po natin, mga Beshiewap, si The Oblivious Gamer on Facebook. Hindi ka na nagsistream pre, no? Kahit hindi nagsistream yan, support nyo pa rin. Mabait yan, sa laula lang. Wait, share lang natin yung stream natin. And of course, the one on YouTube as well. Just quickly share this. First, and then let's open the stream and let's start our flight. What am I doing? Share it on Discord. Okay, there. We're good. Let's go. Dami kayo naaasikaso. Ay, nasa Batangas na kayo? When pa kayo lumipat? Batangas na pala to si Kumad. Yan. Anyway, so let me just add this. Okay, cool. So welcome everyone to Borg Gaming channel, and this is our Flight Monday stream of Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are flying in the continent of Brazil, flying from São Luís to Belem, Brazil. So it's still we're still inside the Brazilian airspace. We're doing the 28th leg of our Jollibee World Tour. AJP, what's up? Thanks for the like. Thanks for dropping by. Last month lang. Kamusta naman pre? Kamusta biyahe? Pero alabang ka, di ba? Ang work. Ayan. So again, we're flying the 28th leg of our Jollibee World Tour. We are flying from São Luís, Brazil to Belem, Brazil, and we are aboard the Airbus A320neo developed by Fly-by-Wire Simulations. We are online on VADSIM. Our call sign is Jollibee27, and what do you call this? We're using the Jollibee livery, which is available for download on flightsim.to, developed by Night Fury 08. So you can go ahead and check that out on flightsim.to. By the way, we're multi-streaming on Facebook, Kick, and YouTube. So please support me by following me on Facebook and Kick, and by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Please like and share the stream as well. And for those who are on Facebook, who are a part of the mga Beshiewap ni Borg's Facebook group, we have a poll. We have a raffle later, and we're gonna draw it out later after within the probably later at the end of this week. Work from home pa rin. Hindi ka nagre-report sa Hindi kayo nagre-report on-site? Ayan. Cool. So, did I miss anything? Wala naman, There. I think we can go ahead and start our flight for tonight. Again, we are online on VADSIM. That's Jollibee27 is our call sign, and we will be we'll start our flight right now. By the way, there's a problem with the GSX Pro for this airport. Unfortunately, it's isolated, and I can't find any specific what do you call this profile for the GSX Pro, so I'm not sure. Maybe we can just do it manually. We will not be seeing any ground crew right now for this flight, but anyway, later probably by the time that we get to Belem, that's the time we can get, or we can see some ground movement. Hindi required. Okay, good. Sana all. Okay. Cool, so let's start the flight now. Let's go inside the cockpit and let's prep our aircraft. So again, we're using the Fly-by-Wire Simulations Airbus A320neo, and we're using the Jollibee livery developed by Night Fury 08. How come scene brief data is not getting imported? There. So this is our flight plan. Again, our call sign is Jollibee27. Oops, I forgot. Wait. I forgot something. I should have actually indicated here in the remarks section. Wait, my call sign, I forgot. Call sign Jollibee, because an ATC might come online and we weren't able to there, so I just filed it again. So they might not be able to identify our call sign. Pa-order ng peach mango pie isa. Sure, kaso 15 minutes are willing to wait. Okay. So Jollibee 27 Airbus A320neo is our aircraft for tonight, and we will be flying from Sierra Bravo, Sierra Lima, which is Marical Cunha Machado International Airport. Marical Cunha Machado International, parang Machado International Airport, and we will be flying to Sierra Bravo Echo, which is Valdecan's JC Ribeiro International Airport in Belem, Brazil. So the airport right now is within São Luís, Brazil, or in São Luís, Brazil, and we will be flying to Belem. So our alternate airport, in case we cannot make it to Sierra Bravo Echo or Belem, is Sierra Bravo Sierra November. So our zero fuel weight is 56, cost index is 10, average wind is from heading 130 at 5 knots. Cruising altitude is flight level 340, and the route for this flight is from SBSL, runway 06. We will be flying the Tekit 1 Alpha departure via Savio, and then via Uniform Zulu 81 Airways, direct Itaki, and we will be flying the Itaki 1 Alpha arrival to land on runway 06 at SBBE. So that's gonna be our flight plan. If you are flying on bad sim, you can fly with me and use the same flight plan route, and probably we'll see each other in the air, in the sky, in the air. Okay, so let's go ahead and prep our aircraft now. It's on our dome lights. And by the way, again, there's a problem with GSX Pro. Unfortunately, it says that this is an isolated parking, so we don't have any ground services for this flight. How come we have... Okay, sorry. Wrong co-pilot. I forgot to... It's not First Officer Una. Don't worry, we will fire this co-pilot and we'll get First Officer Una back. Anyway, let me just quickly run my FS2 crew. Animated First Officer. I forgot. Sorry. Okay, I'm just waiting for it to... There. Let me just get First Officer Una back there. So there's First Officer Una. Let me just configure this first. So she's gonna be our first officer for this flight. Okay, I think we're good here. Yep. Okay, cool. So we're good. I forgot also our flight recorder, so we can record our flight and do the replay later. Team LKV is in the house. What's up? Hala, si Mystic pala ko pilot. Hindi naman, hindi si Mystic. Nagtatransfer. Hindi, yung co-pilot kanina lalaki, kaso hindi naman siya yung co-pilot natin, so pinauwi ko muna. So we have First Officer Una, who will be accompanying us for this flight. Let me just my flight recorder is still booting up. Wait, I have to change something. Let's change something from the menu. General options. Let me increase the anisotropic filtering. Let's increase that to 8. There. Much better. Yeah, I think so. Okay, cool. So we're good. I'm just waiting for the flight recorder to launch. That should launch anytime soon. But for now, let's go ahead and prep the aircraft. So first thing that we need to do is to turn on our battery masters 1 and 2. Okay, and let's start setting up. Okay. There's something wrong with FS2. It's not responding. Yeah, probably because there. Team LKV, thanks for the like. Don't forget to support Team LKV on Facebook. Thank you very much. Okay, unfortunately, FS2 crew is still not responding. So let's just wait for it to respond. And I think that is because the flight control replay tool is launching. I should have launched it earlier. I forgot. My bad. Okay, I'm just waiting for the flight control replay to launch and we can start our flight. FS2 crew still not responding. Well, we can do it manually. All else fail. But it would be very much helpful if we have the co-pilot, so we don't have to do all the pilot monitoring. We just have to focus on pilot flying. I was playing Ghostwire Tokyo nung Sabado ng gabi. I don't know. It's free on Epic, tama ba? Ayun na po yung kakalaro to, Ice Rate. Tama ba? Sa Epic siya free. Can't remember. Pero I think Epic nga. Wait. Just have to do something. Ayan. Okay, so let's go. I think we're good. Let me just record this flight first. Making sure that our flight recorder is running in the background, so we can do a or the landing replay later. Okay, so I think FS crew is already good. Let's start setting up.
Okay.
There, cool. So she just actually put on her sunglasses. Okay, cool. Let's set this up. So, adheres to nav, ground control on.
I'm out for the walk around.
Okay, copy. Crew oxygen supply on. Seatbelt signs on. No smoking signs to auto. Emergency exit signs armed. Fuel pumps. Let's turn it on. And of course, our panel brightness. Let's set it to 50%. Again, unfortunately, GSX Pro is not working for this airport, so we will have to do everything manually in terms of the ground movement. So we won't be able to see the boarding process rather, refueling and catering service. So we have to do it all manual. Okay, so let's go ahead and check. Next is, let's figure this out. Panel brightness 50%, PFD. Let's set it to 50. It's a little bit cloudy right now here in Sao Luis. And then of course this one to 50%. 50% as well. Let's turn everything to 50%, which is actually just the right amount of glare. We're talking about the panel brightness. Xbox Game Pass. I see. Sulit yung Xbox Game Pass. Kasi hindi ko kasi masyadong nagagamit yung Team LKV eh. Nagkaroon ako dyan before for 3 months. Kaso hindi ko rin medyo ano yung mga game. Microsoft Flight Simulator is part of the Xbox Game Pass, but I already bought this kasi. So I can play it even without the Game Pass. And I also have Amazon Prime Gaming. So if I'm concerned about Fall Guys naman, yun. Kasi Xbox also has, I think, monthly rewards for Fall Guys. But if you have Prime Gaming, it's technically the same din kasi. Ayan. Cool. Next, flood panel brightness, integ light, and floodlight. So let me just go ahead and check if there are any online ATCs right now. So still we don't have any online ATCs on VADSIM. That means we're gonna use the default squawk code, which is 200. And then let's do a quick radio check just to make sure that our radio communication is okay and we are audible. So let's switch first to 121.905. Check radio check. Okay, I can hear myself, so that means we're good. Let's switch back to Unicom 122.8. So again, we're flying online on VATSIM. I'll show you later what VATSIM looks like. The VATSIM network looks like. And someone actually messaged me. Who is this? Cebu 462. Contact me 122.8. What's up, Sir Andre? What's up? Sir Andre is flying right now, Cebu 462. So I guess he's flying. You're flying in the Philippines, right? What's up? Okay, cool. So we're good with what do you call this? We're good with our communication. Let's now prep the MCDU or the FMS. So let's check FMGC first. So we have an updated ARAC cycle valid from October 5 to November 1. So our GPS primary lost, so we are still aligning our nav. Let's go back to MCDU menu, ATSU, AOC menu, init press, and init data request. So let's initialize our data for our FMC. Okay, so it's automatically populated. So departure airport will be SBSL or Sierra Bravo, Sierra Lima. Our call sign is Jollibee 27. Destination is Sierra Bravo, Bravo Echo. Estimated time of Eklavu is 51 minutes. Eklavu. Okay, let's go to init page. Let's initialize the request for this as well. Uplink insert in progress. Let's clear that. Okay, so again, SBSL to SBBE. Our alternate airport will be Sierra Bravo, Sierra November. Flight number is Jollibee 27. Cost index 10 and cruising flight level 340. So let's check this IRS init. Let's align on ref. Confirm align. AOC account flight plan uplink is good. Let's go to wind/temp. Let's request for our climb wind, our cruise wind, and lastly our descent wind. So everything is good. Let's go back to the init page. Let's now request for the weather information here in Sao Luis. So let's go back to AOC menu, weather request, and then send. So that's sending. So that's sent. Let's wait for the received message. It's already here. Hey Abby, what's up? The wife of the Oblivious Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Na-addict din ako sa house flipper, yung renovate ng bahay tapos bebenta ko. Pwede ka na magtayo ng construction site pag ganyan. Construction company team LKV. Mga building building simulation. Okay, so let's check the METAR information. Let me print this first. This is SBSL rather, METAR information issued October 16 at 1300 Zulu. Winds 070 at 14 knots. So we have actually a strong wind for this takeoff, but it's a headwind, so should be fine. We don't have to really worry about any crosswind, but 14 knots is really gusty, so we have to be careful or exercise caution. Visibility is more than 10 kilometers. Broken clouds at 3,000 feet. Temperature 30, dew point 22, QNH 1013. So let's get this first. And so let's set up our QNH to 1013. Okay, QNH is set. Okay, cool. So next is, hey Gian Ignacio, thanks for the like. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so now let's go to the flight plan. Our GPS is already available. So we are departing right now. We're departing from runway 06, and we will be flying the Tekit 1 Alpha departure. What's our transition? Let me check Navigraph for this. Transition is Savio. So we will be transitioning to Savio there. So let's insert that, and let me just quickly cross-reference this with our chart. I'm using Navigraph chart data by the way. So if you're doing flight simulation, Navigraph is a really handy tool when you're doing your flight planning. They have actually Jeppesen charts, so which is very helpful for flight simulation. So let me just quickly check this. Okay, so we're transitioning to Savio, Tekit 1 Alpha. So our first waypoint is Tekit, and then we will be turning left to Sierra Lima 049er, and we should be at or above 4,000 feet. That's correct. And then after that, we'll be tracking Savio. There, so we're good. Let's clear the flight plan discontinuity. After this, we're gonna be tracking Dubru and then Itaki. Itaki is our final waypoint. So this is our TMA entry to Belem. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and set up our arrival. We are expecting to arrive via ILS X-ray. Is it X-ray? Okay. Let me check my flight plan. X-ray. ILS X-ray runway 06. So that's gonna be our expected approach, and we will be flying the Itaki 1 Alpha arrival, no via, no transition as well. So let's insert that. And let me just quickly cross-reference this with our chart. Later, I'll show you the chart when we do our takeoff and arrival briefing. So again, this is the Itaki 1 Alpha arrival. So for the route, so from Itaki, we will be tracking Bravo Echo 062. So that's correct. And then Bravo Echo 061, which it doesn't have Y. No, this is Itaki 1 Alpha. So 1 Alpha should be after Bravo Echo 062. We will be tracking Bravo Echo 017, and we should be at or above 3,000 feet. So this is good. But what I learned here in using the fly-by-wire simulations is we have to hard code this to 3,000. So that means, because this is the waypoint where we will commence our ILS X-ray 06 approach. So that means we want to be at 3,000 feet by then. Or well, let me take that back, maybe later once we do our approach. So let's leave it at or above 3,000. So for now, we're good here. Let's clear the flight plan discontinuity here. So by Bravo Echo 017, we will be commencing our ILS X-ray runway 06 approach. And for the waypoints, we have Bravo Echo 367, and we should be at or above 2,000 feet by then, which is good. And then last waypoint will be 6.6 DME from SBBE. So we should be, mandatory altitude is 1,690 feet. So this is what we have to hard code on our flight management system. So after 367 IB, this one. Okay. So we cannot hard code it. We will hard code 2,000 instead. 17. Yep. It says 17. So we should use 17 for this. Can I hard code it here? Yep. Let's use 16990.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
Okay, roger that. Okay, so while we're doing this, let's go ahead and start refueling the aircraft. Let's go to fuel services. We need 5.8 tons of fuel, so let's start the refueling. We need 3 minutes technically for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and check this out. So I think we're good here already. So we have to hard code this so that by the before we begin our final approach, we should be at exactly 1,690. Okay, so let's now check our flight plan if everything is good. Okay, cool. So take it and then turn right to Sierra Lima 049er at or above 4,000, and then Savio, Dubru, Itaki, and then Bravo Echo 062, Bravo Echo 017 at or above 3,000, and then Bravo Echo 367 at or above 2,000, and then IBE 02, 169er feet, and that's gonna be our final approach to Sierra Bravo, Bravo Echo or Belem. So we're good with our flight plan here. Let's put this back to ARC and let's check our flight plan. So we're good with our flight plan. Let's move on to the secondary flight plan. We just have to check that it's in operational right now for fly-by-wire simulations. Rad nav is checked. Let's now check the fuel bed. One of the main reason pala why you purchased the Game Pass is for the Minecraft. Oo nga. Because my Xbox is well, technically Xbox is Microsoft and Minecraft is a Microsoft product. So yeah, I agree. You should have Game Pass for that. It's for better gameplay, right? Team LKV. Okay, so let's configure this. Our zero fuel weight is 5.6. And our zero fuel weight center of gravity is, let's check our payload right now. It's 33.2. 33.2. There. Okay, and then for the fuel, that's gonna be 5.8, right? 5.8 tons of fuel. Yep. So that's 5.8, and let's key that in. Everything should be automatically populated. So I'm gonna be using A32NX performance calculator to compute for our takeoff temp, or takeoff speeds rather. So let's try config 1 plus F. Anti-ISO is off, packs off, center of gravity is aft, and the runway condition, let's check our runway condition. So I'm using Metarta for a runway condition. So we are currently at SBSL. Okay, so we have actually yep, we have dry runway condition. Okay, so let's compute for our takeoff temp. And let's key that in later on our perf page. It's taking too long. There. Okay, so flex, we can do flaps 1. Flex takeoff temp is 68 degrees. So let's go to the perf page. Flaps 1, takeoff temp is 68. And then for our takeoff speeds, we have 135, 135, and 139. So 135, 135, and then 139. Okay, transition altitude is 4,000. Let me check that on our charts. Transition altitude, yep, it's 4,000. So we're good. And let's ask our first officer to check the box. Check the box.
Okay.
Okay, so while our first officer is doing that, let's go ahead and set up our FCU. So we will be taking off. We'll climb to 4,000 initially, and then our cruising altitude, by the way, again, it's flight level 340. So we are expecting flight level 340.
Security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so let's begin boarding. Again, ZSX Pro is not working for some reason, so that means we have to do our boarding process manually. And let's actually do it now. There. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, I think we're good here. Let's see, our first officer is done with the box. Let's now do the takeoff briefing. Yung tipong maubusan ako ng storage dahil sa Xbox Pass. Dami ko gusto laruin, pati High on Life. Hey, Sir Andre, thanks for tuning in on YouTube. Welcome to the stream. Alam na alam ko yung ganyang feeling, King LKD. Sa maniwala ka mat sa hindi, I only have 3 games installed here on my PC. Microsoft Flight Simulator, Fall Guys, and Valorant. Unfortunately, because of Microsoft Flight Simulator, I cannot install any more games. By the way, let's do our takeoff briefing. Are you ready for the takeoff briefing?
Ready.
Okay, so by the way, I wasn't able to minimize myself. Okay, so let's do our takeoff briefing. So let me show you Navigraph for this briefing. Briefing pack. Okay, so we are currently at what's the name of this airport again? I forgot. Wait. There, Marechal Cunha Machado International Airport in São Luís, Brazil. We're currently at Bay 1 here at the terminal, passenger terminal. And we are expecting to be pushed back to taxiway Bravo facing east for runway 06. So our expected taxi route will be via Alpha. We'll enter the active runway, backtracking runway 06. And then upon, I'm not sure if is this a taxiway. I'm not sure if this is a taxiway. I don't want to risk it. Actually, we should have checked the, what do you call this, the briefing for this airport. But let me check real quick for the taxi procedures. Aircraft moving blah 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 blah, surrounding airport blah 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 blah, prohibited aircraft more than training flights in the vicinity. Okay, we don't have any. Alternate within 1 hour. It's not showing here actually. Let's see standard. Sir Andre, what's up? Thanks for the like. Yung GSX may bug minsan. Yep, actually. I won't be able to do the GSX Pro ground services here because it's saying that the parking spot is isolated. Okay, so there are no limitations in terms of taxiways that we have to use. So yep. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna enter taxiway Alpha and then backtrack runway 06. So we'll turn around here, and then upon taking off, we'll be flying the Tekit 1 Alpha departure. Transition altitude is 4,000 feet. So for the route, after takeoff, we will be turning left, tracking Sierra Lima 049er at or above 4,000 feet, and then tracking heading 2904 to Savio. So that's gonna be our takeoff briefing. Any questions?
No questions.
Cool. Reriban, what's up? Thanks for the like. Brett Wood, welcome to the stream. And Kyla, thanks for the share. What's up? We have another streamer in the house, Reriban, on Twitch and Facebook. Please support him as well. Brett Wood, what's up? Barrel roll. I saw the barrel roll again. Kyla, what's up? Thanks for dropping by. Grabe naman laki ng flight scene. Yup. Around 250 gig. Ano, Team LKV. Happy streaming po. I'll drop by lang, may ginagawa. No worries, no worries. Thanks for dropping by, Kyla. And have a good evening. What's up, Reriban? Throw some barrels like Donkey Kong. We can! We're a commercial at flight. But saan biyahe natin tonight? Belem, Brazil. So we're currently at São Luís, Brazil, and we will be flying to Belem, Brazil. So they're just neighboring cities actually. Around 1 hour flight difference from each other. Really, laro ulit tayo next time. Yan, TY sa plug. You're welcome, Ray-Ban. Siyempre, support natin mga Beshiewap din nating streamers. So, don't forget to support our local streamers. So, we have Team LKV here, Ray-Ban, earlier, the Oblivious Gamer also dropped by. So, please support our Filipino or Pinoy local streamers. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're just waiting for the boarding process to be completed, and then we'll set up the flight after this. Unfortunately, again, GSX Pro is not working, but this is what São Luís looks like. So we will be pushing back facing east, and then we will enter the active runway via taxiway Alpha. We will be backtracking our way to the end of runway 06 for our takeoff. So we have cloudy skies. Expect that to dissipate after 3,000 feet. So we have broken clouds at 3,000 feet as per the latest METAR information here in São Luís. So we have 7 knots of crosswind now and 12 knots of headwind for our departure. We're gonna check that later. Okay, so let's just wait for... Still have a number of passengers who haven't boarded yet. So number of passengers, total number is 125. We're not actually full for this flight. So currently we now have 79 passengers. We're still waiting for around 45, 46 passengers more. Atife, thanks for the like. Welcome to the stream. Captain Jollibee. Yes, of course, Brett. So how's your Jollibee taste bud, Brett? Have you tried any Jollibee food again? Oh, Team LKV also streams on TikTok. So please support Team LKV as well on TikTok. Ano, before I forget. Yan. Fall Guys lang para sila. Saka Minecraft. Okay, just waiting for our boarding process to be completed. Still waiting for around 37 passengers. Make that 36 passengers to board our flight. Again, I do apologize. GSX Pro is not working for this airport, so we cannot see any ground movements right now. So that means during our pushback, we will be doing it manually. Unfortunately, we don't have any hold on that because again, GSX Pro is not working. I tried earlier. Actually, this is the error. GSX Pro is saying that this parking is isolated. I've checked what the problem
This
is.
parking is isolated.
There.
Ground services are not available.
There. So I checked what the problem is, and it says that probably the layout of the airport is not configured for GSX Pro. That means that there are no taxiways connecting to the runway. So it might have been a coding issue when the airport was being developed or being technically developed or created. So there, we have to do everything manually. That's the reason why for the boarding refueling, we're doing it via the EFB system of the fly-by-wire simulations. Kalad ka rin mo sila. Nice Tagalog, Brett. Kalad ka rin. Kalad ka rin in English, that's drag, right? Any other term for drag? Kaladkad, because kaladkad technically is dragging someone. Kaladkad. Whoa, let's see. Okay, how many passengers left? 15 passengers, and then after that, let's begin to prep for pushback. Okay, how many passengers left? 12 passengers. It's really, what do you call this? If you get used to the GSX Pro realism already, it's really plain if you're not using it anymore. I'm not really used to not using GSX Pro. There, Dragon, correct. So I'm not sure if there's another term for drag which is equivalent to kaladkad, but technically kaladkad in Tagalog is drag in English. Can't find any other word which perfectly translates kaladkad. Kuya Borg, front 360 roll na lang if ayaw mo ba. Ginawa mo namang jet fighter itong aircraft natin. If I'm using an F-14 or F-15, why not?
Boarding completed.
Okay, boarding process completed. We're good. So let's now ask our first officer, Una. APU on. She's zoning out again. Hey there. So let's just wait for our APU to become available.
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front.
Give them, I don't know. Give. I'm not sure what's
with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full
straight translation
as
FU.
safety operations of this Airbus
Plug them.
We do appreciate your business having you aboard this
Too
flight.
many
Anything
words
we do
that
to
can
make
go
your
with
flight
the
more enjoyable, please
Talaga.
don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
Okay, let's see. Our APU is now at 70%, 71%. Dangle then. Dangle. Yeah. Dangle is laylay, actually. Dangling rather is laylay. Dangle them is laylayin. So we have a specific Tagalog word for that. Okay, our APU is already available. So we're good. Let me just do a quick engine fire test. Okay, cool. Let's now do our...
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Thank you.
No problem, have a safe flight.
Thanks. Before start checklist.
Cockpit prep.
Completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Signs.
On and auto.
Adheres.
Nav.
Fuel quantity.
5800 kilograms.
Takeoff data.
Set.
Barrel ref.
1013 set.
1013. Set. Down to the line.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board today. As you locate your assigned seats, please place your smaller items under the seat in front of you to provide more room for larger items in our overhead compartment.
So we don't have the ground
If you
floor
need
unit
assistance,
anymore.
contact a flight attendant. If you are
Hey, Gian Gandaya, thanks for the share. Welcome to the stream. Happy streaming, Kuya Boards. Thank you. Thanks for dropping by. This stream is sweeter than Jollibee spaghetti. Thanks, Brett. Yes, Jollibee spaghetti is really sweet. That's how Filipinos love it. We love our Filipinos sweet and sour actually, but more on the sweet side. Okay, we're good, right?
Hey guys, are we clear to close?
Yes.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
Sure, will do. Okay. So again, our jetway should now be disconnected by now. There. Let's just wait for everything to fall in place. And then let's proceed with our pushback. Prepping for the pushback, rather. So we're gonna be pushing back manually again. GSX Pro is not working, so we'll do the pushback via this option here. Wait, what's wrong with our pushback? Pushback system, we have to turn it on. There. Okay, I'm just waiting for FS2 crew timer to get to 0 before we call the tug. And let's start our flight. It's getting cloudy right now. Okay, that's it. Let's now call the tug. Tug is attached. Cabin crew, arm slides and cross check. Okay. Let's now prep the aircraft. So APU bleed on. Beacon on.
Flight attendants, arm doors, and cross-check.
Below the line.
Windows and doors.
Closed.
Closed. Beacon.
On.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
On.
Before start, checklist complete.
Okay, so now let's start our pushback. Again, we don't have any online ATCs right now, so we'll just be communicating it via Unicom, and we'll now announce our intentions. This is Sao Luis, right? The comms. Yep, Sao Luis. Sao Luis traffic advisory, Jollibee 27 at Bay 1, commencing push and start facing east for runway 06. Okay, cool. Let's start our pushback. Parking brake off, and let's start. There. So engine mode, to ignition, starting engine 2.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight today. This is the lead flight attendant speaking. Please direct your attention to the cabin crew for important safety information. There is an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on this aircraft. Regulations require compliance with this information as well as all crew instructions, lighted information signs, and posted placards. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. Tighten by pulling on the belt. To release your seatbelt, lift the metal flap on the buckle. It is our policy that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated. Doors are clearly marked with exit signs and instructions for door operation.